your victory is guaranteed. Now, because some of us live a lifestyle of trusting God, we are not surprised when we get the victory. We are never caught off guard when God blesses us, promotes us, sends us better, does for us the good measure, the press, the
look
shaking,
at a neighbor and tell your neighbor the subject this
running.
morning. Don't let nobody poison your mind. Tell the subject to one more person. Tell them, don't let nobody poison your mind. Let's give God a praise again for the subject. Don't let nobody poison your mind. And of course, this is part 2. Understand this morning that it is a blessing to have good people in your life. I say it's a blessing to have good people in your life. It's a blessing to have a spiritual family or a good church family. It's a blessing. It's just a blessing not just belong to a church, but it's a blessing to belong to the right church. It's a blessing to be connected to the right folk. Not just going to a church because it's closer to you or more convenient. You got to recognize that it is a blessing when you are joined or connected to the right church. It is also a blessing to have a good family. Yes, it is. We may not always agree with one another, but when you got a good family, at the end of the day, you know they help you to be a better person. And so you can actually give God thanks for your family. Some of us can do that. We thank God that we have a good family. In particular, we thank God that there are folk within our family that don't mind telling us about ourselves or don't mind telling us the truth in order to make us better people. Yeah. You have to learn that sometimes in order to be made better, a person has to tell you the truth about yourself, and that truth may sting or hurt just a little bit. Oh, I should have got a bunch of amen. Has anybody ever told you the truth? Watch this. You knew it was the truth, yet the truth hurt you. To hear them say it, it hurt you. Hurt you to the point to where you were ready to argue, even though in the back of your mind you knew you just got told the truth. Somebody just stepped to you, and they didn't step to you with no lie. They stepped to you knowing you and telling you the truth about yourself, and it stung a little bit. Anybody ever been there, stuck with you for more than a day? You couldn't get out of your mind that truth that they laid upon you. But as you begin to soak it in, or as you begin to allow the truth to marinate into your spirit, it actually changes you for the better. And that's the only reason some of us are able to receive the truth, even though it hurts just a little bit. We recognize that truth will make a person better. Oh, wow. You ought to give God a praise for somebody telling you the truth about yourself when you didn't want to hear it. Keep clapping. I know it's difficult on some of you because you love fighting the truth, but sometimes truth is what we need in order to come up out of a jacked up situation. And somebody's here this morning, and I'm going to give you some truth. Because the last thing you need is a preacher sugarcoating the word or playing with your life. Don't play with my life. Speak the truth to me. Something that can help me. So again, make no mistake about it. It is good to have the right people in your life, even when it comes to friends. It's good to have the right friends around you. Am I right? Because some of us, we can amen that because we have had the wrong folk around us. Am I right? We've been surrounded by people who talk like they were friends, but they were really enemies. Come on. And so as you mature in life, if you're fortunate enough to have some good friends, you can appreciate that. Now, I need to drop some knowledge on you about friendship. Friendship is to the point to where you don't even have to talk to a person every day in order to consider them a good friend. See, some of us, we talk to folk too much. You don't have to talk to somebody every single. And married folk talk to folk more so than they do their own spouse. What's wrong with you? I don't talk to nobody but God more than I talk to my spouse. Come on, I'm just being honest with you. But when it comes to friendship, we have to understand you don't have to talk to a person every day just for y'all to be friends. Some friendship exists and people may not talk but once a week, and that may be over the phone. But they make sure that their relationship is beneficial. See, even if you talk to a person every day, if it's not beneficial, what good is it doing? How is it helping your life? But when you have good friends, that's something to be thankful for. But on the other hand, you can never be too close to anybody that you will allow them, permit them, or consider it acceptable to allow them to poison your mind. And that's the problem in the church, is that people get too close to certain folk and they allow them to poison their mind. And as I said in Bible study, nobody who has good sense will drink something that on the outside the label has the skull head and the crossbones. You're not drinking that. Come on, somebody. You know better. Shout to somebody, you should know better. But isn't it amazing how we won't eat poison naturally, but we'll let folks say things that's poison, and we receive it or we entertain it. See, it's going to get tight because you have to be to the point to where you ain't going to let nobody poison your mind. I'm not going to let you set up and say things to me that's dangerous. Because after all, poison kills. Y'all stick in here. I said poison kills.